I had just finished a big glass of water when I suddenly noticed a tiny worm inside. It was still alive. I crushed it between my fingers, and a chill ran through me. Something was wrong with this place. I didn't even know how I had ended up here. After my car accident, I woke up and the director told me I'd been unconscious for 3 days. He kept insisting I drink plenty of water every day. At first, I didn't think much of it. Then I pulled back the blanket and saw my right leg was in a cast. Just as I was about to check the time, my Rolex suddenly stopped ticking. I asked a nurse to call me a car, but days went by and I was still trapped inside the sanatorium. Clearly, they were playing games with me. Furious, I went to confront the director, but suddenly, he pointed out that my nose was bleeding. A wave of dizziness crashed over me, and then I fainted. From that moment on, they kept trying to convince me that I was sick. The director told me my organs were severely damaged. He ordered a urine test. That's when I saw tiny worms in my urine. Soon after, my teeth began to ache terribly. I pulled out a tooth with almost no effort. When I told the nurse about it, she seemed completely unfazed. Instead, she sent me for hydrotherapy. They lowered me into a massive water tank. The water quickly covered my whole body. Then I began to hallucinate. Something was crawling across my skin, a swarm of eels. The sight nearly drove me insane. I pounded on the tank, screaming for help, but no one came. Worse still, my oxygen mask slipped from my face, sinking to the bottom. I tried to force the lid open, but it wouldn't budge. I was about to drown, choked by both water and terror, and then I lost consciousness. I sank to the bottom, the eels wrapping themselves around me. I don't know how long it was before they dragged me back up, but by then, the water was empty. Every eel had vanished. Until one day, I heard strange noises coming from the toilet tank. I lifted the lid, and inside, a mass of eels writhed. The sight shattered me, but just as suddenly, they were gone again. Desperate to find them, I tore the toilet apart like a madman, but there was nothing at all.